So, wala akong cup. Magugulo yung buhok ko. Tangina. Oh, baby. But anyway, susuotin ko siya. Okay? So just enjoy the view. And ayan. Okay, bye. Ay, bakit babay? Basta enjoy the view. Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. Woohoo! Thank you for making it reach up to 100 subscribers.
Honey.
We have like 110 right now, ish. So thank you very much. So as you can see, I just wore the head strap for the GoPro. I'm testing it out, and it's a little bit wobbly. So I thought it was steadier. I guess my head is just not. So anyway, I've been living in Japan for 5 years or so. I can't really remember.
NANI?!
Yeah. I studied Japanese for 1 year. It was supposed to be a 2-year course. I just borrowed money from my mom for the first year, and I couldn't borrow anymore. I was working part-time at a convenience store during that time, and it just wasn't enough. So it was either go home or find something that would get me to stay longer here in Japan. And that job was an English teacher. It wasn't really something that I dreamt of doing, but since it was there and it was easy to get in, it has been my job for the past 5 years. Ayan, shoutout kay Mikolo. Nanonood ba kayo ng videos niya? So, tropa yan. Ayan. So, kung nanonood kayo ng videos niya, whoop, 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 whoop. Hindi ko alam saan ako pupunta. Di ba ganun yan? Gawin nating Japanese. Wakaranai Dokka ni ikuyo. Tanya na. Iko. Love you, mama. Also, shoutouts to Nick Mangubat. What's up, goobs? So yeah, Nick and Mikolo used to be in a band together along with Ilian, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel. And among the 4 of us, only these guys pursued our high school dream to be a rock star. So they usually play gigs at restaurants and bars and whatever, but because of the virus, they do live shows instead. Online live shows. So if it's not too much to ask, I hope you guys subscribe to their channels too. Okay? Okay. The video doesn't do it justice, but this road is so steep. This is my 3rd bike ride from work to home, and it's my 2nd time using this route. So I'm still getting used to it, hence the panting. Where I work is a city that has a lot of well-off people. Hence the big-ass houses and fancy cars that you might see. Alright, so you can see that their bags are all the same. They're called randoseru. Randoseru desu. So randoseru is actually a military bag from, I don't know, I forgot. It was some European country who had those bags originally for war. And I don't know how they implemented it as their own school bags, but yeah. One bag usually costs as much as 80,000 yen, so it's a pretty expensive bag. They use it from 1st grade to 6th grade. Yun din pala. Sinabihan ako ng kaibigan ko, pangalan niya ay Jewel, G. Sinabihan ako na, Akim, nakaka-11 episodes ka na. Ang hina pa rin ng boses mo. Well, kung nahihinaan ka sa boses ko, it's because isa na din yung nahihiya ako. Tsaka yung main reason talaga is ayokong maging sagabal. Typically, tahimik lang yung mga tao dito. And kahit si Kaori, nagagalit kapag malakas yung boses ko. So, hinihinaan lang natin. And yan din yung reason kung bakit hindi na din ako nakakapag-practice mag-gitara. Kasi maninipis lang yung mga walls dito eh. Naalala ko dati nung una kong tumira mag-isa, kahit yung ubo ng katabi kong kwarto naririnig ko. So, siguro yung utot ko rin naririnig niya.
So, this is my last chance. Shit. To show something. Dito pa ba tayo? Matingin naman.
I just ignored a red light, and in my opinion it's okay because there weren't any cars around. I mean, Japanese people do it too, don't get me wrong. It is a lawful country and most of the citizens obey Japanese laws, but it's just like any other country. There are people who break the rules and people who don't break them. So obviously I obey traffic laws as much as possible. But if I'm waiting for a red light to go green and a Japanese person just cycles through that red light, then I guess it's fine for me to do so as well. Who doesn't want to get home early? Am I right? So a lot has been happening. COVID-19, of course. Lots of lockdowns going on around the world. But here in Japan, everything is almost back to normal, as the cases have gone down to 200 per day from 1,000 per week. It's not much, but Japan is a small country, so yeah. They aren't doing online classes still. The kids still need to go to school and study, and after that they go to Juku. Did you guys know that starting from junior high school to high school, it these kids go to cram school after school. So that's from 8:30, or they get to school they get to school earlier, and then they leave school at around 4:30, and after that they go to cram school and then stay there until like 10ish, and then they get home usually at around 10:30 or 11. So that's a lot of studying for one day.
Lapain. Lapain. Hilang. Tingnan niyo ang creek ko. Ah.
Ha? Ano? Ay. Tegal. Yan, nagluto si Kaori. Vino-voice over ko siya ngayon. Kasi nga, boring nga naman kapag wala nagsasalita. And titignan nyo lang yung video. Well, eto. Nag-voice over tayo. Voice over flowers.
Ayan, kita niya. Ano yan? Libingan. Cemetery. Oh shit. Laki ng cemetery. Dami.
Anime lang, oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Buti nakalas akong maaga-aga. Kasi usually madaming tao na dito eh.
So like I said, I've been an assistant English teacher for quite some time, and for my first few years, my concern was, am I teaching properly? Is my accent neutral enough? Am I a good assistant English teacher? So those were my concerns as a Filipino, because we have this image of being bad English speakers but still getting an English job anyways, and I don't blame those people. Like, we need money, and it is one of the easiest jobs to get here in Japan. Become an English teacher. Underpaid dancing monkey. Yeah, that's basically what we are. A lot of native English speakers don't really like the idea of Filipinos teaching, especially if you teach like this, you know, the Philippine thick accent, you know, and sometimes we cannot also say the proper holy shit, I don't even know the technical things in English. So even if you are not an English major, you can still teach English in Japan. Teaching English to kids isn't really technical at all. You just need to do gestures, to do activities, to demonstrate what you're really doing, and they'll get it sooner or later. But for higher levels, such as high school or maybe even junior high school, you kind of need to know the rules of the English grammar, which I don't, obviously, because I'm not an English major. I don't know. When I hear something in English, I know if it's right or wrong. I kind of get a sense of what a correct sentence sounds like most of the time. Hehehe. I just quit my job as an assistant language teacher for this dispatch company that I worked for 5 years. And the reason being is that I am not comfortable enough to go home together with other people that are on their way home. The contract hours for my previous work was 8:30 to 4:30, and usually I finish work at around 3:20. That's when the last class ends, and I just sit at my desk until 4:30. Then when I reach the station, it's just packed with people on their way home, and I don't want to be in that train because I might get infected, and if I do get infected, then the kids would be in danger because I'm my teacher. So this is where I get into an accident. So this guy clearly looks like he's going straight because he was in the middle of the road, and then he suddenly turned right. So I hit the brakes. It wasn't brakey enough. I need to change the brake pads, but we crashed, and then he just biked away, and that really pissed me off. But maybe I should have talked to him about it, stopped him, and just say, what the hell were you thinking? Why did you blah blah blah, but I just really wanted to go home. I'm not really good in those situations where it involves conflict. Maybe he was just deep in his thoughts that he didn't see me. Japan is a very safe country. Are there crimes? Yes. Are there accidents? Yes. But it's not really much of a concern. And I think that's the problem, because people are too complacent with their surroundings that they don't really pay attention to what's going on. And that's why I got hit by an ojisan. He was wearing earphones as well, and that is a big no-no. I'm just glad that the bike is okay and that I am also okay, so it's all good.
Sa Hanzaki River.
Alright, so the guy just covered his nose when he saw me. This has happened to me a lot of times in my stay here in Japan, and at first it wasn't really noticeable, but then when I understand Japanese more, I found out that they were disrespecting me and calling me names like stinky or poop because they think people with brown skin from other Asian countries are poop. It really pisses me off. You'd think that Japan, being a first world country, would have first world people. Yeah, you're wrong. They're just as normal and ignorant as any other people in any other country. So there's nothing that makes them special. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just pissed. Like I said, it has been happening to me for my whole stay here. It has been happening to me and is still happening to me. And I've got loads of stories to tell you guys about these microaggressions and ignorant racism. Maybe I'll feature it in another video. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to hear my stories? So we're almost home. Thank you for watching this far. It's a pretty long video and it's just a bike ride, but I appreciate it that you stayed to watch until the end, and I love you. Be sure to like the video and my other videos as well, and also subscribe while you're at it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, just leave them down the comment section below, and as always, thank you and bye bye.
Oras na. 4:08. Oras tayo umalis. 3:33. 3:33. 4:08. Ang ganda. Shit.